Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Pashhammer. Today I wanted to talk to you about an exciting event that I plan to attend at the end of the month, end of September. It's called the London Grand Tournament. It's currently lining up to be quite an exciting event, and if all the people that signed up to it turn up, it might actually be the largest old world event in the UK so far. So what I wanted to do today is just have a little bit of fun and see if I can guess at who might be taking home some trophies. Let's have a little look at all the runners and riders. Okie dokie. So, what is the London Grand Tournament? It is going to be held on the 27th and 28th of September. 2,000 points, 5 games. It says 64 players, but last time I looked, it was 72 players that have signed up for it. It's going to be near London, sort of the north part of London. Just an overall look, it's going to be a win-loss draw type system with some tournament points. That's a 6-0 system as a tiebreaker, victory points as a secondary tiebreaker. Timetable is what it is. Nothing too exciting on the comp. There is Grand Melee and Combined Arms, which is fairly standard. There's a few little house rules, for example, additional comp on 0 to 3 Gorby's Chariots, if they are also character mounts. 0 to 2 Sky Lanterns, or 0 to 3 if your general is a Lord Magistrate or a Strategist, which I think is interesting. 0 to 1 Terror Guys per 1,000 points. I'm not even sure that really limits anything there, but it is what it is. Also, additionally, there is a restriction to multiple units that you can have, so a bit of a spam protection list. Let's have a look. A few things they've clarified about Skirmisher's line of sight. The Green Knight, for example, yields 100% of his points if he's destroyed at any point during the battle. That's something that was worthwhile last year, because I think last year they went really soft on the Green Knight, which is why I think 4 of the top 5 were Bretts or something ridiculous like that. Yeah, it was quite nasty. No stacking Grand Cathay cannons, a few other bits and pieces. Let's have a little look. It's a 6-0 system, and there's a few scenarios there as well. So we have Upon the Field of Glory with Domination, round 2, Chance Encounter with Strategic Locations 2 and Assassination. Drawn battle lines for round 3 with Strategic Locations 3, quite like that one. Round 4 is Close Quarters with Baggage Train and Bounty Hunter. I think Bounty Hunter is killing the most expensive unit the opponent has. You get some extra points, but it's very little. It's like 75. It's very barely worth it. Encirclement and Strategic Locations 4 for the final, which will be interesting as well. So we'll have a look and see. And beyond that, it's using the Community FAQ as well as the Game Workshop FAQ. Some WYSIWYG and bits and pieces, and here's the hosts. Richard Manclo will be the TO for the weekend. He's put together this quite impressive comp pack. I'm really looking forward to playing under it. So let's have a look and see who I think might be taking home a few trophies. So, starting with myself. So basically, at the moment, as this is live, I'm ranked number 9 in the UK. That doesn't really mean particularly much. But I've done plenty of events. Obviously, the last event you would have seen would have been Toy Soldier, which I won with some Bretonian Exiles. I've played Warriors and High Elves and other bits and pieces. So this, I've so far won 3 events with 3 different races. So I'm looking forward to maybe doing a nice little new challenge for this one and see how we get on. I fancy my chances as ever, but I think realistically, in such a large field, top 5 is probably my aim, ideally on the podium. So hopefully I'll get to that. But I'm not the highest ranking player at this event. That honor goes to Tom Brzozowski. So Tom is currently ranked 7. He is almost entirely a Chaos Dwarf player. He's played a little bit Wood Elves in the beginning, but pretty much entirely after that, it's always been Chaos Dwarves. And he does come into it with Facehammer GT, which happened last weekend. He comes in with a podium off that. The weekend before that, the previous event before that, Fire in the Khemri, he won as well. So, you know, Tom's got a solid set of results. We've got a lot of podium finishes, a lot of top 5s. He obviously knows his Chaos Dwarves. He's played 11 tournaments with them, 2 with the Renegade version, a couple of early doors with the Wood Elves, which, let's be honest, it's always fun to flirt with new stuff. Tom really comes into it with a good chance. Is it going to be enough at this event? I would probably put Tom's chances into the top 10. But will it be in the top 5? I don't know. I think it's a tough field. Tom might make it in the top 5, but we'll have to have a look and see. Let's have a look at the next one. Luke Blacksell. So the Doctor is in. He is coming into this with a solid number of events. He's got 7 tournament top threes. He's mostly been playing Bretonians. That's what he's known for. In fact, he is the defending champion, unless I'm wrong. Is that right? London GT, LGT Old World. Yeah, that's right. So last year, Luke was first with Kingdom of Bretonia, so the vanilla Bretonians. However, he has been flirting with vampires and Wolves of the Sea and warriors, so he's obviously experimenting with a few bits and pieces. I think if I were to put money on it, I suspect Luke is probably going to bring something different. I don't think Bretonians are going to be enough this year. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he'll show us up. But he's a defending champion, so he's got the most to prove. 2 for 2 would be very, very impressive. We'll have a look and see how he gets on. I wish him the best of luck. Let's have a look at my next shot. So Brian, the hobby killer, Brian Carmichael, he is currently ranked 19th in the UK. He's got a solid win rate. I know he hasn't done a huge amount of events, but he is a really good player with a lot of experience from back in the day. He is bringing everything up to speed. He was at Facehammer. He was at Saffron Slam. He's done second place finishes all the way through. He hasn't yet won an Old World event, and he is probably bringing Cathay to this one, let's be honest. I'll give you a sneak peek. I have been talking to Brian, and the list that he showed me is going to be it's going to catch a few people out. I would give Brian a good chance on being on the podium. 1, 2, or 3. It could be any of those. I'm going to say 2 again, maybe, because Brian seems to like to take second places, but maybe not. Maybe he'll prove me wrong. So let's have a look and see who we have next. In 5th, we have Pip Hamilton. So Pip has done loads of events. He's been really cranking them out, mostly with Lizardmen and Vampire counts. Now, I doubt he's going to bring Lizardmen to this. They are currently pretty poor. He did take Vampires to the last event, which is Toy Soldier, and he did quite well with them. He came in the top 10. It was a really tough field. So I think Pip will probably bring VC again, and I would put good money in him being in the top 10 again for this one. He's a solid player. I suspect he'll do well in this as well. So let's have a look and see. We're entering the next 5 of my top 10, and these guys are maybe more of dark horses. So let's have a little look and see what that is there. In 6th place, I have Malik. Malik is not someone I've played before, so I'm not really sure. He's very much an unknown entity, but he's ranked 27th in the UK. He has got solid set of results. In fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tournaments that he's been. At 6 of them, he has placed on the podium, either winning it or second place. He's even got 3rd place there. All of these with Orcs and Goblins. He's got a solid win rate of 80%. I mean, this is very impressive. Very, very impressive. Not a huge amount of data, but a solid number of results to sort of give us a probably good indication that he's going to be bringing Orcs and Goblins to this. Orcs and Goblins are very good into Cathay. They're good into a whole bunch of other armies at the moment. I would put good money in Malik making it into the top 5 in the end. So I think he's probably got a good chance. We'll have a look and see how that happens. Next, we have Andrew Chant. Now, Andrew, I have not played before. He's done a whole ton of events. In fact, he might 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I think he's done more events than I have, or maybe at least as many. Loads and loads of events, almost all entirely with Bretonians of various flavors. Errantry Crusade, Bretonian Exiles. He's obviously smashing out the Crusade since 1.5 came out. I would suspect he's probably going to be bringing the Crusade with him today, this weekend as well. Now, he's mostly done one-day events, so it'll be interesting to see how he goes at a 2-day event. But he's got a solid win rate. He obviously knows his Bretonians. He's got plenty of experience with them, and he's used to playing at the top table. So Andrew's probably another one that I reckon could definitely be in the top 10 at the end. So let's have a look at the next one. Ross Cooper. So Ross is ranked 31st, so he's within that reach of the Masters qualification. If he does well at this event, he's got a solid win rate, 76.5%. Very, very impressive. He's got a whole bunch of events, and the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 events that he's attended, he has came 1st or 2nd. Oh, there's a 3rd place there as well. He's got Mortuary Cult, Warriors of Chaos, Tomb Kings, so it could go either way. I suspect he'll probably bring Mortuary Cult, probably the lots and lots of Bushapti. It seems to be very popular with the Mort Cult at the moment, and it's really sort of on trend for the meta. So I suspect, in fact, he played them just a few days ago, the Mort Cult. So yeah, I suspect we'll probably, in fact, if I even click on that, let's have a quick look. Oh, Necrosphinx. Necrosphinx. Only 6 Bushapti. Interesting. Oh, well, maybe he'll surprise us there. So we'll have a little look and see. But yeah, I suspect Ross will probably, he's in with a chance to do quite well. He's playing a list that's sort of on trend for the meta, and he's got a decent solid win rate. So look out for Ross. Next one is Ben Harper. So Ben's another bit of a long shot pick. He is ranked 150th, but I think it's just because he hasn't really done that many events. He has done 4 events since October last year, so not a huge amount, but all of them with Tomb Kings, all solid results. He's won 2 of those events. He's came second at another. He's got a solid win rate. He clearly knows what he's doing, or at least he did. Hopefully, he hasn't played anything since May, at least not an organised play. Hopefully, he's still on point, and I suspect Ben might be another one that'll post a solid bit of results, maybe even in the top 20, maybe even closer. So who is the last dark horse on my top 10 list? Let's have a little look. That goes to Daniel Mashford. So Daniel has only ever done 1 event, and it was back in January, Nottingham GT. He won that with Bretonian Exiles going 4-0-1. Solid win rate. If this is accurate, maybe he got lucky, maybe he didn't, maybe he doesn't have enough experience. It's very hard to tell. But I would like to maybe put a couple of quid on Daniel making it into the top 10 bracket. Who knows? Maybe he'll get lucky and finish up in the top. And that's it. That is my rundown of my top 10 players to watch for the London GT. All of this is just a bit of fun, so please don't be offended if I didn't mention your name, or if maybe I overshot some of the players, including myself. That is the nature of these things. But it is a very exciting event. I think it's going to be really good fun. The largest Old World event in the UK. It'd be really prestigious if that trophy came home up north to Scotland. So I'll do my best to bring it home for the team, but it's a very tough field, and we'll have to have a look and see. I haven't even decided what my army is going to be. List submission is on the 21st of September. Maybe you can give me some ideas of what I should take and what I can maybe beat these other 9 guys to the podium finish. So hopefully that has been useful. I appreciate any support that you can give us. A like, a comment, a subscribe is absolutely phenomenally useful. If there's anything else that I've missed, or if you think you'd like to see more of, please do comment, get in touch. I'm always up for listening to more. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.